Hi guys, welcome along to season 7 of the Roadster Rumble. Tonight is round 6 from Alton Park in good old sunny England. Have a quick look at some of the race info for you. So tonight is 3 races, sprint round, no pit stops required. As you can see, air temperature's around 26 degrees, which is pretty well perfect for the little Mazdas. Let's have a quick look at the grid for our race 1 tonight. As you can see, there's around about a second a lap difference between the two cars, between the Roadster and the Cup car, so it should keep the field reasonably tight. I think there's 31 cars gridding up for race 1. Again, good size field for Monday night. Quickly scroll through. And there we go. So the boys are just about ready to get underway for their race 1, and they're off. Good start from the two boys up the front. Looks like Brad's going to lead Jack Boyd into turn 1, which he does successfully. Rest of the field, we've got a spinner in the background. Looks like one of the Southern Cross cars. Looks like it's Scott Baker that's spun there on the first corner. 12 lap races tonight, or 20 minutes. I think the boys should get the 12 laps in quite comfortably in the 20-minute time slot. As you can see, Brad's holds a narrow lead from Jack. Looks like he might be looking to try and get through down at the end of the straight, but Brad manages to keep the inside line, lifts the front wheel there through the turn. A bit further back, looks like Andrew Dutch is currently leading the Roadster class. Tyres will take a lap or so to warm up. Best that the boys tread a bit lightly for lap 1. Of course, that's always easier said than done when there's a few positions to be made up early in the race. Andrew Roberts currently holding off Steve Pretzel and Adam St. John. Andrew's currently in 22nd spot. Looks like somebody's run wide again. Field starts to spread out a little bit on lap 2. Back up the front. Jack's having another look at Brad again at the end of the straight, but can't get through. This time Hobbo joins in and looks like he's trying to get through on Jack as well at the moment. Should have the inside run for the next. No, pulls back in behind Jack. The side's better of it. Aaron Oliver currently sitting in 4th with Wayne Losh behind him, and then Glenn Boyd. Still a fairly tight little group at the front. Just over a second and a half separating the top 6 at the moment. Brad's managed to break away, get a small gap on Jack now that Jack's got to deal with Hobbo as well. Further back, fighting it out just outside the top 10 at the moment. Billy Martindale, Cody Harrison, myself, Tyson Gordon's in there. Anthony Connor's just sitting back waiting for see what transpires, see if he can grab a couple of positions without having to do too much work. Runs a bit wide there out of the turn, but manages to hold his position. Though that's given Cody a run down the long straight. Side by side into the next corner doesn't normally work. They give each other space, which is good to see. Billy manages to hold on to that spot for the time being. Cody's not giving up, they're still side by side. That's just dragging everybody else into the mix. Billy runs a bit wide there off the curb, but manages to hold on to it. That's given Tyson a run up the inside as they head into the final corner. This could get interesting. Oh, there's contact, and there's a few cars have gone around. Meanwhile, Graham Ellis and Billy continue on. Oh, and Graham has blown the trans, I would say. So that's caught a few boys out. Be heading back to the pits, no doubt. Get some of that damage repaired. Meanwhile, a bit further back, Steve Pretzel's now onto the back of Andrew Roberts. We've got a good little group of cars here battling it out currently for that 20th spot. Let's jump on board with Steve and see. Jump in the cockpit with Steve for a lap or so. So the tow down the straight doesn't have a big effect on the Roadsters, more so on the Cup cars, but Steve manages to make up some ground, benefit of the tow, and probably a little bit quicker through the kink there. Hard braking for the last through this section. Andrew's got a bit loose. Steve's now right onto the back of him. Coming up towards the final major bend. Oh, Steve's gone a little bit wide, manages to stay on track. Lost a bit of ground there to Andrew, and now Scott Makers managed to get through as they head into turn one. Oh, meantime, contact. That's Adam St. John and Steve. Steve's gone around, managed to keep it off the wall. It's got a bit of damage in the back corner, but should be able to continue on. Meanwhile, up the front, the train continues. Brad still leads. Hobbo's now moved into second spot. Jack in third, Aaron Oliver, Lane Losh, Glenn Boyd, Moz Moroz, Damien Seeger and Matt Tesserero. The leading 9 Cup cars, and then in 10th spot, doing really well, is Andrew Dutch in the Roadster. Hubbo's having a look up the inside here. Oh, slight touch, pushed Brad wide, manages to keep it off the wall. Yes, comes back on track safely. It's That's dropped Brad down to 7th spot at the moment. Now coming under pressure from Damo in the 747. Meanwhile up ahead, it looks like Hobbo has slowed significantly. I think he's actually waiting for Brad to give that position back. Obviously believes that he may have come in a little bit hot and he's going to redress that position, which is really good to see. It's something we encourage in the league, and it's good to see the boys at the front doing exactly that. So I would imagine that Hobbo will let Brad through shortly and then get back on the gas before Damo tries to sneak a spot. Yeah, exactly. I think Damo might have backed out of that, realised what's going on, and let Hobbo slot back in behind Brad. So that's changed the order at the front now. Young Jack Boyd leads from Aaron Oliver. Wayne Losh has moved up into 3rd, and Glenn Boyd in 4th. Still Andrew Dutch leading the Roadster class from Henry Fenson, currently 2nd, some 5.5 seconds further back from Dutchy. Bit of a breakaway group at the front now. We've got the front 5 or 6 cars. There's nearly 4-second gap back to Brad after that earlier incident. So he's out of the tow now, so it'll be interesting to see whether he can actually make that ground up. Meanwhile, Moz has managed to get onto the back of the train. A few of the boys running a little bit wide there. That's an off track. Limited number tonight, so they'll have to be careful. Meanwhile, further back in the field, we might go back and see how Scotty Baker's doing, making progress back through the field after his earlier spin on lap 1. I think Scott's actually had a couple of spins this race, so he's doing well. He's made his way back up to 19th, just gets the pass done there on Phil, who gives him plenty of room to get it done. It's good to see guys know who they're battling with and not holding up the faster guys. Sometimes that can get a little bit frustrating, especially for the quicker guys trying to make their way back through the field. Phil did a really good job there of opening the door and just letting Scott go by. He'll sit in his draft now down the straight. Shouldn't need to save fuel for these races, but obviously if you get a tow, you're saving that little bit extra. Front, still Jack leading from Aaron, Loshy, Glenn Boyd, Moz. Brad is starting to bring that gap down. Hobbo still behind Woot, and then Damo, and then Dutchy still in 9th, leading the Roadster class quite comfortably at the moment, 6.5 seconds over Henry, who's got Cody Harrison for company. Go back and have a quick look. So there's Henry. Got nearly a 1.5 gap over Cody and Tyson. With the battle developing between these two boys. He just sticks the nose out just to let Cody know he's there. Let's drop back a little bit. Obviously lost a little bit of momentum at the end of the straight there, but I'm sure he'll get back onto it very quickly. Well, Billy Martindale's car's looking a little bit second-hand, but he's soldiering on. He's got Anthony Connors and Dave Gogol close behind. Meanwhile, Scotty Baker's trying to move forward. Still Jack. Not sure whether Aaron will be looking to try and get past Jack before the last lap. Probably easier to just sit in the tow and get dragged around. You know, with Jack, if you do happen to pass him, he'll be straight back at you. So probably good tactics there from Aaron, just to let Jack know that he's there, but not put too much pressure on until we get down towards the last lap. Meanwhile, Loshy's fairly comfortable in third spot. He's managed to get a small gap, just over half a second back to Glenn Boyd, and Brad Wooten has now managed to jump onto the back of Glenn. So looking to make up another position. It looks like Moz has had an off at some point. He's dropped back a couple of positions as well. Not sure what happened to Moz there, but obviously it's cost him a couple of spots. He's now 3.2 seconds off the lead. On lap 10 of 12 lap race. Looks like they'll get the full distance in. Meanwhile, Keith Logan up on the back of Curtis to grab another spot. Keith started from pit lane, so he's done well. He's moved himself up 10 positions, currently in 21st. Jump on board with Keith. Makes up a lot of ground through the kink there. Gets a bit of a run on Curtis. He'll look to get it done at the right-hander, but no. Curtis has kept his foot at it. Slightly offline, gives Keith another look as they head up towards the right-hander to bring him onto the front straight. Yeah, I think Keith's runner slightly wide. Curtis has done the switchback. Some really good racing back here for that 20th spot. Keith's got another run through turn 1 and has managed to get in front. Some great racing there between the two boys. Well done. back up at the front. Still Jack Boyd in front of Aaron Oliver, two young guns of the league, currently leading the pack. Loshi plays the waiting game in third. Meanwhile, Brad Wooten has moved back into fourth spot after that early coming together with Hobbo. Hobbo's fifth. Glenn Boyd's dropped back to sixth, followed by Moz Moroz. Damien Seeger in eighth. Matt Tesserero in ninth. Dylan Canto has moved into the top 10. And then it's Andrew Dutch still leading the Roadster class by nearly 7 seconds. They're on the last lap now. Let's see if Aaron's got anything left in the tank for Jack. It's a bit of a four-way battle at the front now. Brad's obviously going to put some pressure on Loshi for that final spot on the podium. It's up the inside. Has he got the job done? No, Loshi manages to stay in front as they head down the long straight. Brad's looking for a way past, but thinks better of it through the fast kink. As they head up towards the double right-hander, I'm not sure that's a place that you can pass. Loshi slightly defends, which he's entitled to do. They're running out of spots. Again, Loshi's defending, which is good. They coming into the tight right-hander that leads back onto the straight. Oh, a bit of a touch. Meanwhile, it's Jack Boyd in front from Aaron Oliver. Loshi holds on for third. Well done. Brad Wooten in fourth. Hobbo comes home in fifth. Glenn Boyd, Moz Moroz, Damien Seeger in eighth. Dylan Canto comes home in ninth. Managed to grab Matt Tesserero on the last lap there, and Matt rounds out the top 10. We'll have a look at the race results very shortly. So there's the results from race one. It's Jack Boyd. Oops, no, that's the wrong one. Thank you so much, SDK. There we go. Let's try that. So it's Jack Boyd from Aaron Oliver, Wayne Losh, Brad Wooten, Brenton Hobson, Glenn Boyd, Moz Moroz, Damien Seeger, Dylan Canto, Matt Tesserero, Andrew Dutch comes home in first place in the Roadster class from Henry Fenson, Cody Harrison. Scott Baker made it all the way back up to fifth in class, which is well done. Flick over the page. Yours truly finished in last spot after parking in the pits. Alright, race 2 should be on very, very shortly. Take a quick break and be back for race 2 very soon. Hey guys, welcome back. We're just about ready to get underway with race 2. Progressive grid, so finishing order from race 1 is where the boys will start on the grid for race 2. Just waiting for last couple. Damo's just giving some instructions based on what transpired in race 1. Hoping we can get through race 2 with a few less incidents. Revs are rising. Just waiting on Barney. Green flag, they're off. Jack got a really good jump as from pole position. Aaron's trying to go with him. Meanwhile, Loshy tucks in behind Aaron into turn 1. Jack's jumped to a fairly handy lead already. So they all settle down. Ready for the next 12 lap sprint. Hollows run a bit wide there in the background. But, managed to hold on to it. Oh, Aaron's gone very wide. Very wide back there. Might have a quick look and see what happened there with young Aaron. He's done well, kept his foot in it, managed to get back on track safely without dropping too many positions. Meanwhile, Jack's out in front from Loshy. Hobbo's moved up into 3rd spot, followed by Brad Wooten, Glenn Boyd, Mosmeroz, Damien Seeger, Aaron Oliver's back in 8th now, Dylan Canto, Matt Tesserero, top 10 in the Cup cars. Andrew Dunch has got a slender lead from Henry Fenson at the moment in the Roadsters. Just jump back and see how the boys in the Roadsters are settling down. So it's Dutchy in front at the moment. Henry's tucked in behind him, followed by Cody Harrison, Scott Baker, Anthony Connors. Field settles down as they start lap 2. Back up the front and have a look. Hobbo's closed in quickly onto the back of Loshy and be looking to get past as soon as he can to put some pressure on young Jack. Hobbo's for a move up the inside of Loshy, and I think he's made that stick. Meanwhile, Brad Wooten is also looking to get through. Side by side there as they head onto the straight. Looks like Glenn Boyd's got a bit of a run on Brad as well. All 3 wide's not going to work. Oh, there's contact. Wow. A few cars involved in that one by the looks of it. Go back and have a look at it from Glenn's perspective. So he's moved. Brad's moved across, made a little bit of... Loshy's moved down for the corner, a little bit of contact, and that's resulted in several cars leaving the track. Head back up the front. Jack's still got just over a second lead on Hobbo, but I have a feeling that they may need a safety car to sort out that amount of cars. Just as I say that, Damo's jumped on the radio, called a virtual safety car while they get get this sorted. As you can see, it's up on the screen. So the field will slow down, single file, maintain around 60, 80 k's an hour while some of the boys jump into the pits and get those cars repaired so they can get back out and join the race. Make their way slowly around. We've got a few boys still in the pits at the moment, getting their cars repaired. They should be able to jump onto the back of the field next time by. There's a few boys heading to the pits. Bit of damage. Looks like Brad Wooten's got a bit of damage to the back of his car, so they'll jump into the pits, get the fast repairs done, and should hopefully get back out on track before we get racing again. Looks like Loshy's heading into the pits as well. See a few cars in the pits currently. Jack slows them right down so the boys can get the repairs done. Still under safety car. Just wait for the train to go past pit exit so the boys can jump on the back, and should be underway again very, very soon. So certainly cool the tyres down a little bit. Damo's just giving some instructions. No doubt that'll be telling young Jack when he can resume racing. Field bunches up. Maintain a car length to the car in front. Just about ready to get back underway, I think. Probably on the exit to the next turn would be a good spot. They've got the long straight then to get themselves sorted out. Yep, they're back up and racing. Hobbo stays on the back of Jack. He's not letting him get away this time. Slender lead, a couple of tenths over Hobbo. Aaron Oliver back up to third now, with Moz in fourth. Matt Tesserero has got past Moz. He's now into fourth. Andrew Dutch doing really well, is up to fifth in the Roadster. Henry's staying with him this race. He's only 6 tenths behind Dutchy at this stage. There's Andrew with Henry and Hop the Chute. Scott Baker currently in third in the Roadster class. It's a good recovery from his race 1 spin. Further back, some of the quicker boys will be trying to make their way through. There's Brad Wooten on his way back through the field. Damien Seeger and Wayne Losh with him there. Both involved in that earlier incident at turn 1. Damo looks to go up the inside. Loshy follows. Jamie Walker, good job, gave him plenty of room again. They've got just over half a race, 6 laps, 6.5 laps to make their way back up to the front. So they'll be looking to make up as many positions as they can over the remainder of the race. Might be a good time to just jump on board with Damo. See how he handles the traffic. Rather busy back here, up the inside into the final turn, gets that pass done, sets off after Phil. Got through turn 1 very well there. That's easy to get an off track at that particular corner. Phil's running a little bit wide, opens the door. Damo managed to slide on through. Now off after Cody Harrison is next on his radar. Meanwhile, we've got a car run very well. Oh, that's Adam St. John. Made some contact there. I'm pretty sure that was Adam. Apology over the radio from Adam. Very difficult to pull these cars up once you get out on the grass. You become a bit of a passenger. So there's no malice in that one. Just as Damo would say, unlucky. Hopefully the boys can continue on and finish the race. Meanwhile, Oh, Cody's moved slightly there. It looked like he opened the door and then closed it very quickly. Damo was reaction time was very good. I think Cody is now indicated to Damo to let him through, which he does. Loshy seizes on the invitation and jumps through as well. Meanwhile, back up at the front, Hobbo has jumped to the lead on lap 7. Let's see if he can break away from young Jack. Or is Jack just going to stalk him like he normally does and look for the overtake? Looks like Jack is keen to get back in front. Side by side as they head into the King. Side by side, neither one of them is going to give up this spot without a fight. Good to see. Jump on board the chopper. Jack's made his way back front. Hobbo settles back into second. Meanwhile, Aaron Oliver's doing a great job. Still holds down third. He's managed to get up close to the back of the leading 2. Meanwhile, further back in 4th spot, Matt Tesserero is doing a fantastic job. Good to see him up inside the top 5. by Dutchy, still holding down 5th. 5.5 seconds is the gap back to Moz, who's 6th, followed by Glenn Boyd. Scotty Baker has moved up into 2nd. Tyson Gordon, Keith Logan's having a really good race. Jump back and see how they're going further in back of the pack. So this is Keith currently in 11th, followed by Ray Harrison having a good drive. Henry's back in 13th, and Steve Pretzel, sorry. What an effort. He's currently running in 14th spot. Well done, Steve. Looks like Ray runs slightly wide. No, that was Henry. Apologies, that was Henry that's run wide. Meanwhile, Keith's looking for a way past on Ray at the moment. It's a view from Keith's car. He's got Henry on the outside of him at the moment. Keith lets Henry through. Well, Brad Wooten's closed up on the back of this little group. He's looking to try and get through as quickly as he can. Try and get himself back up into maybe the top 10 for race 3. Earlier incident. Brad slides up the inside to the final turn, and Keith lets him through. Another position for Brad. And while Ray Harrison is doing a great job of holding off Henry. Brad's moved himself now back up into 11th spot. It's quite a distance to Tyson, who currently sits in 10th, so I'm not sure that Brad will be able to close that gap down sufficiently in 2 laps, but he's done a good job to get himself back up just outside the top 10. Meanwhile, up the front, the 2 protagonists are still at it, with Jack and Hobbo. Managed to break away now. They've got a 1.5 second gap over Aaron, who still holds down 3rd spot. Meanwhile, the battle continues to make our way back down through the field. Ray now is behind Steve Pretzel, followed by Loshi and Damo. Cody Harrison, followed by Billy Martindale. Back in 20th, Bard Rodkins. He's followed by Andrew Roberts, Dave Gogol, Anthony Connors. Dave's car's looking a little bit second-hand there. Been in the wars this race, Dave. Looks like he's taken a few hits. It's Anthony Connors looking to get a move done. Dave doesn't put up much resistance. Obviously that car damage has slowed Dave down considerably. Meanwhile, up at the front, Jack Boyd takes out race 2, followed by Hobbo, Aaron Oliver, Matt Tesserero, Glenn Boyd, Mos Moroz, Dylan Canto, Andrew Dutch in 8th, first of the Roadsters, followed by Scott Baker, Tyson Gordon. We'll bring up the results for the consolation. Confirmation that Jack Boyd 2/10 over Brenton Hobson, Aaron Oliver, Matt Tesserero, great job to finish in 4th, followed by Glenn Boyd, Mos Moroz, Dylan Canto, Andrew Dutch home first in the Roadsters, Scott Baker, Tyson Gordon. Brad Wooten managed to get all the way back up to 11th spot, followed by Henry Fenson, Steve Pretzel, Keith Logan, and Ray Harrison rounding out the top 15. We'll be back very, very shortly after a coffee break. We shall be back with race 3, the final race tonight from Alton Park. We'll see you shortly. Hey guys, welcome back. Just about ready to get underway with the third and final race tonight from Alton Park. Jack Boyd and Hobbo on the front row of the grid, and again Jack's jumped away to an early lead, managed to get a bit of a break on Hobbo. They've managed to get a big gap on Glenn Boyd, who currently sits in 3rd spot, followed by Mos Moroz, Dylan Canto. Not sure what happened to Aaron Oliver, but he's way back. Let's go back and see if we can find out what happened to young Aaron. So he's got a bad start, and then he's had contact into turn 1, which has turned him around and basically gone back to last position. Meanwhile, Jack's maintained around about a 4/10 lead over Hobbo. Battle behind the 2 leaders at the moment, between Glenn and Moz. Young Dylan has managed to work his way up as well. See, the leaders have still got a bit of a gap over Glenn Boyd, currently in 3rd. He's got Moz and young Dylan hot on his tail. Further back in the pack, we might go back and see if we can find. Oh, there's. Oh, Andrew Roberts gone off onto the grass and then hard left to the barrier. Heading back to the pits for some repairs, no doubt. Should be back up on the track shortly. Meanwhile, it's Jack Boyd out in front. Over Hobbo in 2nd. Glenn Boyd still holds down 3rd spot. Followed by Moz and Dylan Canto. Not much change at the front. Race seems to have settled down for the time being. Andrew Dutch going for 3 from 3. Currently leading the Roadster pack. Tyson Gordon currently sitting in 2nd in the Roadsters. Making his way back up towards the front. In 8th, looking to get past. Dutchy opens the door, lets him through. No point in battling somebody that's in a different class and obviously a lot faster. Dutchy's done the right thing. They look to get a bit of a tow from Brad over the next half a lap or so and see if he can bit of a break on Tyson Gordon. He's doing a great job currently, 6/10 behind. Got Loshi and Damo trying to make their way back through after the incident race 2. Meanwhile, this is Michael Nancaro. Making his way back through the field. Obviously had an earlier incident. Back at the front, meantime, it's still Jack Boyd. Hobbo's not letting him get too far away this time. Eked out a 1.6 second gap over Glenn, who still currently sits in 3rd spot. Jump on board with Hobbo for a lap. Cars get very loose through turn 3 there. See how much the draft from the car in front helps the guy in second as he closes right up on the back of Jack as they head into the King. Get a little bit of air over the inside curb. Tends to really unsettle the car if you take too much of that curb through the double right-hander. Hard on the brakes for this right-hander that leads you back onto the start-finish straight. Another lap down. And still young Jack. See the cars slide through the turn 1. So easy to get an off track at that particular corner. Hobbo's done well out of that turn. He's got a real run on Jack. He's putting the pressure on Jack, but as we all know, pressure's something that Jack's very good at dealing with. Further back, Glenn Boyd still leading from Moroz now. Brad Wooten has made his way up into 5th. Really good fight back. While further back in the field, it looks like we may have had an incident. It's Curtis. He's got 2 wheels on the grass and unfortunately just couldn't quite hold it. Made heavy contact. Not sure who that was. Well, Aaron Oliver, trying to make his way back through the field, has come across. Oh, we've got another one off on the grass. That's Darren Linus. Oh, and he's managed to pull it up, and everyone's avoided contact. Well, That certainly would have got Aaron's heartbeat up as he tries to make his way back towards the front. Should be able to get up the inside of Adam. Oh. Yeah, Adam's left room for him to get through there. Meanwhile, Tyson is still within a second of Dutchy this race. Dutchy hasn't been able to sort of break away like he had previously, which is well done on Tyson's behalf. He's got Scott Baker closing down on him, Cody Harrison and Billy Martindale are quite a ways back. So Tyson's done a really good job this race of hanging in there with Dutchy. Meanwhile, back at the front, still Jack Boyd, slender lead over Hobbo. As we tick over the halfway mark. Race 3. Bit of a battle going on a bit further back. We've got Anthony Connors, Billy Martindale and Cody Harrison all battling it out for position. Currently 12th, 13th and 14th. Followed by Keith Logan and Ray Harrison, not too far back. Good little battle. Cody slides up the inside of Anthony there through turn 2. Turn 3, sorry. Chopper and watch them as they head down the long straight heading into the kink. Oh, Anthony's lost it. He's got sideways. He's managed to hold it. Wow, scary moment. He's run off track again, just making sure he gets out of way of everybody else coming through. He's lost quite a few positions there, but managed to keep the car straight, which is means he gets to fight on, which is good to see. It's cost him a few positions, but no doubt once he gets his composure back, he'll be looking to get back up there. Meanwhile, Brad has managed to get past Glenn and made his way back up onto the final spot of the podium for race 3. It's a great effort from Brad, considering he was outside the top 10 in race 2. Still holding down 5th at the moment, followed by young Dylan. Then the two WBT cars of Loshi and Namo, currently 7th and 8th. Another good job to drag themselves back up after being at the tail of the field. It's interesting to watch Dutchy in the Roadster. He can pretty much stick with the Cup cars on this track, which is, yeah, quite a feat. Meanwhile, further back, it looks like we've lost Scotty Baker. Let's go back and see if we can see what might have happened there. He's run it wide, got it crossed up and into the wall. So easy to do once you run wide on this track. The grass is very unforgiving. Just about to complete lap 8 and it's still Jack in front of Hobbo. Meanwhile, Scotty's had to return to the pits. Obviously, the damage from that impact on the wall, too much for the little Mazda to handle, so he's gone back into the pits for repairs. Now that puts Billy Martindale up into 3rd currently in the Roadster class. Meanwhile, nearly a 4-second gap from the 2 leaders back to Brad. I'm not sure that he'll be able to close that down in the remaining 3 laps, but if anyone can do it, Brad can do it. Hobbo's looking to make a run. Oh, summer side. They get it done. If Hobbo will try and hang there for the next double right-hander coming up. No, you know, he decides better of it and slides back in behind Jack, but he's definitely letting Jack know that he's there and doesn't want to give Jack the clean sweep tonight. Meanwhile, a bit further back, Billy Martindale currently in 3rd spot. Got a comfortable gap of around about a second over Henry, followed by Cody Harrison. Oh, that was yours truly running just a little bit wide there. Out of turn 1. Good little battle developing here for that last spot in the Roadster class. Looks like Henry has closed down a little bit on Billy. Tyres tend to go off fairly quickly in the little Roadster, so maybe Billy's suffering a little bit from tyre wear. Quickly back up the front, and Hobbo's again attack for the lead. He's holding on. If he can hold it, he'll have the run for turn 1. No, Jack's managed to squeeze his way back through again. It's a really good battle between these 2 guys every week. battle continues for third in the Roadster class. Henry's managed to slip by Billy now, and Billy's got the inside for turn one, but Henry's carried the momentum. Cody looks like he's also going to get the pass done on Billy. Wow, 5 cars currently battling it out for that third spot. Really close racing. Henry's obviously trying to break away from the chasing pack. The more they battle, the easier it will be for Henry to get that gap that he needs for the final lap. Billy's got a bit of a run on Cody here through the kink. Cody's backed out, Billy's run wide. Manages to get it back on track. Meanwhile, Connors has also got a run through now on Billy. Oh, there's a bit of paint swapping going on further up, and Cody has run off track as a result of that. As we start the last lap, we'll head back up the front. Brad Wooten has managed to close that gap down now, and it's a 5-way train for the win in race 3. The battle between Hobbo and Jack has enabled Brad to get the hammer down, and he's now in contention as well. Should be a great final lap. Glenn Boyd and Moz are not out of this either. Where's Hobbo going to make his move? He thinks about it. He's moved alongside Jack as they head in. Oh, Jack's tried to keep the door shut, but Hobbo's managed to get in there. I think it's slowed Hobbo enough though that Jack will still have the run as they head to the double apex right. Hobbo's just not quite able to get the nose of the car in there. They head down to the final tight right-hander. Jack's probably got enough. Checkered flag waves, and it's Jack Boyd who takes out the third race, making a triple treat for the night. He's managed to win all 3 races. Well done, Jack. Hobbo came home in second, followed by Brad Wooten, Glenn Boyd in 4th, Mosmeroz in 5th, Dylan Canto in 6th, Damien Seeger in 7th, Wayne Losh in 8th, Dutchy, fantastic night, also picks up the triple treat in the Roadsters, winning all 3 races. Tyson Gordon, a great effort to come home in second in the Roadster class, followed by Henry Fenson, Billy Martindale and Keith Logan. Aaron Oliver home in 14th, and Phil Paradiso rounds out your top 15. We'll get the results up shortly. There's your full results for race 3. Over the page. And that's it for round 6, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. And with any luck, our Race Stars, our normal broadcast from Race Stars TV should be back for round 7, the final round of season 7, coming to you from Bathurst next Monday night. For now, that's all. Thanks for stopping by and having a look. We'll catch you next time.